The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks, and ready for Lesson 63 for Wednesday, March the 4th of 2026. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. How holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? How holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? How blessed are you who can learn to recognize the means for letting this be done through you. What purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? You are indeed the light of the world with such a function. The Son of God looks to you for his redemption. It is yours to give him, for it belongs to you. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire in its place, or you will forget your function and leave the Son of God in hell. This is no idle request that is being asked of you. You are being asked to accept salvation, that it may be yours to give. Recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it very often today. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and close the day with the thought of it in our awareness. So, first thing you do when you get up in the morning, even before you go, first thing most people do is, I think, go to the bathroom. On your way, read your lesson as you're getting out. Before you even take a step, have it sitting right beside you so that you can say, oh yeah, the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. At least say that. You might even say the rest of it. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Then go to the bathroom or get your drink of water or whatever it is you do first thing when you're waking up. Maybe while you're still laying in bed, tell yourself, now what was that lesson? The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I'm the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. So do that when you first, and then when you go to sleep at night, the last thought, the last thing you tell yourself before you actually go to sleep. Even if you have your quiet time earlier in the evening, some people it's better for them to have their quiet time, earlier in the evening, because they can't just right before they go to sleep. They're either too tired or for whatever reason. But at least as you're going to sleep, remind yourself what the lesson was. I'd encourage you to have it sitting right beside you, the book, or written down maybe on a nightstand beside you, and tell yourself again before you go to sleep, I am the light, or the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it very often today. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and close the day with the thought of it in our awareness. And throughout the day, we will repeat this as often as we can. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world, or for the happiness of the world, for the upliftment of the world, for the return of heaven to earth. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. So he says, remember this very often today. So aside from when you first wake up and when you go to bed, throughout the day, bring it to your memory. At least if you eat lunch, well, be sure before you pray, or if you give thanks to God when you eat, or if you have a snack and you give thanks to God, be sure you say your lesson. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Remind yourself that throughout the day, he says. If you close your eyes, you'll probably find it easier to let related thoughts come to you in the minute or two that you should devote to considering this. So he's only asking you for a minute or two, at least a couple minutes in the morning and the evening, longer if possible. But even just a minute, and if you can't stop because you're driving or you're busy doing something, you're working, and you think your employer might frown on you sitting down to meditate. When you're sitting here on the job and you're on the production line and you're sitting there with your fingers cross-legged and meditating, might not go over so well. But don't let that be an excuse not to do your lesson. Bring it to your memory. Have it in a card, pull it out, look at it, put it right back in there, and just keep on working. Don't lose a beat. You can do all the work you need to do and still tell yourself, the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I'm the means that God has appointed for the salvation of the world. If you close your eyes, you will probably find it easier to let the related thoughts come to you in the minute or two that you should devote to considering this. Do not, however, wait for such an opportunity. No chance should be lost for reinforcing today's idea. Remember that God's Son looks to you for His salvation, and who but yourself must be His Son? Okay, let's go look in our text reading, and we're ready for the totality of the kingdom, which is Roman numeral 7 in chapter 7, the gifts of the kingdom. And for you all that are multiple year students that are going through the original edition also, read chapter 7, Roman numeral 8 today, the total commitment. And out of the Bible, if you're following along in the New Testament, read Luke chapter 19. In Iyengar Yoga, stay with 78 and 79 again, the warrior posture. And out of A Course of Love, finish don't finish it, but read 10 through 17 in chapter 18, the mind engaged. The totality of the kingdom. Whenever you deny a blessing to a brother, you will feel deprived, because denial is as total as love. It is as impossible to deny part of the sonship as it is to love it in part, nor is it possible to love it totally at times. You cannot be totally committed sometimes. Denial has no power in itself, but you can give it the power of your mind, whose power is without limit. If you use it to deny reality, reality is gone for you. Reality cannot be partly appreciated. That is why denying any part of it means you have lost the awareness of all of it. Yet denial is a defense, and so it is as capable of being used positively as well as negatively. Used negatively, it will be destructive because it will be used for attack. But in the service of the Holy Spirit, it can help you recognize part of reality and thus appreciate all of it. Mind is too powerful to be subject to exclusion. You will never be able to exclude yourself from your thoughts. 2. When a brother acts insanely, he is offering you an opportunity to bless him. His need is yours. You need the blessing you can offer him. There is no other way for you to have it except by giving it. This is the law of God, and it has no exceptions. What you deny, you lack, not because it is lacking, but because you have denied it in another and are therefore not aware of it in yourself. Every response you make is determined by what you think you are, and what you want to be is what you think you are. What you want to be then must determine every response you make. 3. You do not need God's blessing because that you have forever. But you do need yours. You need your blessing. The ego's picture of you is deprived, unloving, and vulnerable. You cannot love this, yet you can very easily escape from this image by leaving it behind. You are not there, and that is not you. Do not see this picture in anyone, or you have accepted it as you. All illusions about the sonship are dispelled together as they were made together. Teach no one that he is what you would not want to be. Teach no one that he is what you would not want to be. Your brother is the mirror in which you see the image of yourself as long as perception lasts. And perception will last until the sonship knows itself as whole. You made perception, and it must last as long as you want it. 4. Illusions are investments. They will last as long as you value them. Values are relative, but they are powerful because they are mental judgments. The only way to dispel illusions is to withdraw all investment from them, and they will have no life for you because you will have put them out of your mind. While you include them in it, you are giving life to them, except there is nothing there to receive your gift. 5. The gift of life is yours to give because it was given you. You are unaware of your gift because you do not give it. You cannot make nothing live, since nothing cannot be enlivened or enlivened. Therefore, you are not extending the gift you both have and are, and so you do not know your being. All confusion comes from not extending life. All confusion comes from not extending life, because that is not the will of your Creator. You can do nothing apart from Him, and you do nothing apart from Him. Keep His way to remember yourself, and teach His way lest you forget yourself. Keep His way to remember yourself, and teach His way lest you forget yourself. Give honor only to the sons of the living God, and count yourself among them gladly. 6. Only honor is a fitting gift for those whom God Himself created worthy of honor and whom He honors. Give them the appreciation God accords them always, because they are His beloved sons in whom He is well pleased. Wow, all your brothers, give them the appreciation God accords them always, because they are his beloved sons, in whom he is well pleased. You can see the Christ, God, whom he's well pleased in everyone. You've just got to look for it. You cannot be apart from them because you are not apart from God. Rest in his love and protect your rest by loving. The kingdom of love, enter into it. But love everything he created of which you are a part. Or you cannot learn of his peace and accept his gift for yourself and as yourself. You cannot know your own perfection until you have honored all those who were created like you. Again on that sentence, you cannot know your own perfection until you have honored all those who were created like you, as a beloved son of God, the dearly beloved. The kingdom of love, that's what I like to think of the kingdom as. One child of God is the only teacher sufficiently worthy to teach another. One teacher is in all minds, and he teaches the same lesson to all. The Holy Spirit's in all minds. He always teaches you the inestimable worth of every son of God, teaching it with infinite patience, born of the infinite love for which he speaks. Every attack is a call for his patience, since his patience can translate attack into blessing. Those who attack do not know they are blessed. They attack because they believe they are deprived. Give, therefore, of your abundance, and teach your brothers theirs. Do not share their illusions of scarcity, or you will perceive yourself as lacking. 8. Attack could never promote attack unless you perceived it as a means of depriving you of something you want. Again on that sentence. Attack could never promote attack unless you perceived it as a means of depriving you of something you want. Yet you cannot lose anything unless you do not value it and therefore do not want it. This makes you feel deprived of it, and by projecting your own rejection, you then believe that others are taking it from you. You must be fearful if you believe that your brother is attacking you to tear the kingdom of heaven from you. This is the ultimate basis for all the ego's projections. 9. Being the part of your mind that does not believe it is responsible for itself, and being without allegiance to God, the ego is incapable of trust. Projecting its insane belief that you have been treacherous to your Creator, it believes that your brothers, who are as incapable of this as you are out to take God from you. Whenever a brother attacks another, that is what he believes. Projection always sees your wishes in others. If you choose to separate yourself from God, that is what you will think others are doing to you. Let's read that paragraph again. I think we have time. That's a lot there. Being the part of your mind that does not believe it is responsible for itself, and being without allegiance to God, the ego is incapable of trust. Projecting its insane belief that you have been treacherous to your Creator, it believes that your brothers, who are as incapable of this as you are out to take God from you. Whenever a brother attacks another, that is what he believes. Projection always sees your wishes in others. If you choose to separate yourself from God, that is what you will think others are doing to you. 10. You are the will of God. Do not accept anything else as your will, or you are denying what you are. Deny this and you will attack, believing you have been attacked. But see the love of God in you, and you will see it everywhere because it is everywhere. See His abundance in everyone, and you will know that you are in Him with them. They are part of you, and as you are part of God. They are part of you as you are part of God. You are as lonely without understanding this as God Himself is lonely when His sons do not know Him. The peace of God is understanding this. There is only one way out of the world's thinking, just as there was only one way into it. Understand totally by understanding totality. Understand totally by understanding totality. Only love is real. Bob-a-nom, cable-om. Love is all there is. And the last paragraph, 11. Perceive any part of the ego's thought system as wholly insane, wholly delusional, and wholly desirable, and you have correctly evaluated all of it. This correction enables you to perceive any part of creation as wholly real, wholly perfect, and wholly desirable. Wanting this only, you will have this only, and giving this only, you will be only this. The gifts you offer to the ego are always experienced as sacrifices, but the gifts you offer to the kingdom are gifts to you. They will always be treasured by God because they belong to His beloved sons, who belong to Him. All power and glory are yours because the kingdom is His. All power and glory are ours because the kingdom is God's and we're part of God. That's the totality we want to see, that we're part of the kingdom always, and so is everyone. Everyone is God's beloved son. Let's see them that way. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Okay, let's see what's going on around the world. Festival of Holi, the Festival of Colors, the Hindu celebration. Build a bonfire on the 3rd, which was last night, and marks the arrival of spring on the 4th, today. And also, yesterday was the sugar moon, full moon, also known as the blood moon, and it was on the 3rd, early in the morning. But there was a full moon, so if you're listening to this before the eclipse, you can go out and see an eclipse. I think it's at 5:37 Central Time. The Ojibwa people of the Great Lakes, or who call it the not blood moon, the sugar moon, because it's maple syrup gathering time. And they're in the upper Mississippi, they're on the Great Lakes, the St. Lawrence, and the Hudson, and the Hudson Bay. And their word for peace is, let's see if I can get this, Bizaanendamowin. Bizaanendamowin. Okay, that's it. A little slow. They probably roll it off a lot smoother. Hala Mahala is a holiday for the Sikhs. A 3-day festival begins today. Purim continues for the Jews today. Ramadan continues. Lent continues. And the Great Lent continues. Out of holidays and observances, I found that it's Benjamin Harrison Day, Brain Injury Awareness Day, Courageous Followers Day. Let's be a courageous follower of God and see everyone as our beloved friend. Step into your invulnerability. Realize you cannot die, and you're not the body. You're eternal, and you're cared for. You're beloved. Don't forget that. Discover what your name means day. Equal Pay Day, Global Day of Engineering, Holy Experiment Day, encourages religious tolerance and understanding. And I want to just say that the word for peace in Iran, the Persian language, is Aramesh. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Aramesh. Just the Holy Experiment Day. We've got to see everyone as our dearly beloved. No need to attack. HPV Awareness Day, International Game Masters Day, International Scrapbooking Industry Day, March 4th, Do Something Day. Only if it's something that's in the kingdom of heaven. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Let that March 4th with that. And have March, it's also March Music Day. March the 4th, March Music Day, and March 4th, Do Something Day. Backcountry Ski Day. Dance the Waltz Day. Let's see what else. Grammar Day, Pound Cake Day, Snack Cake, Sun's Day, Son's Day. That'll be Daughter's Day too, but it's Son's Day. Old Inauguration Day. Stop Bad Service Day. Toy Soldier Day. World Day of Fight Against Sexual Exploitation. We definitely want to, with that going on today, we definitely want that to be stopped, don't we? And World Obesity Day. And I want to talk about another willow, the black willow, the Salix nigra, out of the Herb Book by John Lust. He says, same as white willow in all respects, except when you use the catkins, which are the buds, and the inner bark, it has the quality of being anti-aphrodisiac, or a sexual sedative. Making a tea. Anyway, I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see what. And out of edible landscaping, we've got the Lala Star Sweet Cherry, the Lala Prunus avium, the Lala Star Sweet Cherry. Lala Star Sweet Cherry is a new self-fertile selection from Bologna, Italy. The large fruits have excellent flavor and are very sweet, 20 bricks. Trees are very productive with semi-spur habit and resists cracking due to rain. Zones 5 through 7, space 12-foot circles. That means they're probably about 12 foot tall too. Okay, and of our Ojibwa people, did I say it was German Day too? Was that today? I think it was. I probably read it. Seemed like I read it's German Heritage Day or something. Anyway, if it is, the word for peace in German is Frieden. Anyway, we use lots of words for peace. We want to be really quick to know our words for peace. So at least we can say a greeting to everybody in any language as best we can. Anyway, our Ojibwa people, their word for peace is Bizaanendamowin. Bizaanendamowin. Okay. The light of the world brings peace to every mind. Through my forgiveness, the light of the world brings peace to every mind. Through my forgiveness, I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. The light of the world brings peace to every mind. Through my forgiveness, I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. The light of the world brings peace to every mind. Through my forgiveness, peace to every mind through my forgiveness. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Bizaanendamowin.